Hello students. So today let's learn a very important topic from class 11th and 12th. This is very important topic of physics and most students got confused. Okay, but I tried to make it easy. That is degree of freedom. Okay, so what is degree of freedom? You know, it's very simple independent ways that a molecule can move. Okay, but how it comes? Let's do. We know that a molecule has some internal energy, isn't it? It stores some internal energy, so it expresses this internal energy through its motion. Okay, and we know the molecule in ideal gas are point masses and non-interacting but still vibrate and rotate. Okay, but let me clear to make this topic easy, and if you want to understand, your basic should be clear. What is ideal gas? Okay, in this way. So what is the definition? The independent ways of a gas molecule. It can move and store energy within three-dimensional space known as degree of freedom. Okay, so for example, a human being, okay, how it can move? Right, left, up and down, backward and forward. Okay, so it also has 3 degree of freedom. So in the same way, a molecule also can have 3 degree of freedoms. Okay, or we can say that molecule can have 3 independent mode of vibrations. Okay, so it has 3 mode of vibration: translational motion, rotational and vibrational motion. Okay, a molecule have these 3 kind of motion, and each motion contributes to the independent ways to move. Okay, so first we will discuss translational motion. Translational, you know, that is straight line motion of a molecule. Okay, if molecule is moving in x axis, y axis or z axis, though this is straight line motion. So obviously every gas molecule has 3 degree of freedom along x, y and z. Okay, and kinetic energy is given by half mv square. Okay, now let's discuss with rotational motion. When rotational motion come, when a particle spin about or rotate about its axis, okay, or about its center of mass. Okay, if it move about its axis or about its center of mass, then rotational motion came into existence. Okay, so degree of freedom depend on distance of particle from axis of rotation. Okay, and kinetic energy of that molecule will be given by this formula, we know. And this I, half I omega square. I is moment of inertia, omega is angular velocity when it is rotating. Okay, and this moment of inertia depend upon r, distance from the axis the molecule is rotating. Okay, so along the same axis moment of inertia will be negligible, keep in mind. Okay, along the same axis the moment of inertia is negligible. Now third one is vibrational motion. Okay, particles start vibrating like a tiny spring only at higher temperature. Okay, so vibrational mode we will consider at higher temperature. Okay, so due to relative motion of atom with a molecule and include both kinetic and potential energy. Okay, now we are having 3 type of particles. Okay, then we will find degree of freedom for each monoatomic, diatomic and triatomic particles. Okay, triatomic can be linear and non-linear. So monoatomic particles can be helium, neon and argon examples are there. So first now we will find degree of freedom for monoatomic particle. Now molecule can move right, left, up, down and back and forth. Okay, so degree of freedom along translational motion will be 3. This is simple. Okay, now how we will find degree of freedom about this for this rotational motion? As I told you, molecule moment of inertia is negligible for a single molecule. It is a single molecule. Okay, so how you cannot see its rotation. For example, a ball. Okay, ball is rotating about its center of mass, so we cannot see. Okay, so that's why its moment of inertia is negligible. So degree of freedom is 0. We will not consider. Degree of freedom will be 0 in this case for monoatomic molecule. Now vibrational motion. Okay, for vibrational motion, because it is a monoatomic molecule, single molecule. Okay, so no vibration appear. If it will be vibrating, no vibration appear. Okay, it will be very, very negligible. Okay, because it is a point mass. Okay, so vibrational motion is also 0. So now total degree of freedom for monoatomic molecule is 3, only because of translational motion, and rotational and vibrational motion it is 0. Hence it is 3. Okay, now let's calculate degree of freedom for diatomic molecules like oxygen, nitrogen, hydrogen. Okay, look, this is a diatomic molecule. Okay, diatomic molecule. Okay beta, now for translational motion, okay, it can move right and left, up and down, and back and forth. Okay, so it is like a dumbbell. Can you see? So you can move dumbbell right and left, up and down, and back and forth also. Okay, so it has 3 degrees of freedom along translational motion. Okay, now what will be the degree of freedom for rotational motion? Okay, as we know, again it has 2 degree of freedom for rotational motion along y and along z. Along x-axis, because can you see, moment of inertia depend upon the distance is negligible. Okay, so rotation about its own axis. I told you earlier that rotation about axis, moment of inertia is negligible when rotation is about along the same axis. So same axis, how it can rotate? So moment of inertia is negligible along x-axis. So about y and z only we will take a degree of freedom. Okay, so degree of freedom is 2 in this case. Now vibrational motion. Vibration only happen at higher degree when temperature is more than 3000 Kelvin. Okay, so but if temperature is less, then total degree of freedom 3 plus 2, 5. Okay, but when temperature is more than 3000 Kelvin, at higher temperature, molecules start vibrating like a spring. Okay, like a spring, like back and forth, it will vibrate. Okay, and we can say for this linear motion, okay, the degree of freedom is given by this formula. In case of vibrational motion, 3n minus 5. N is 2 here because number of molecules are 2. Okay, so degree of freedom will be 6 minus 5, 1. Okay, but we have to multiply 1 with 2. Okay, why we have to multiply? Because each vibrational mode contribute 2 degree of freedom. Okay, 1 of kinetic energy and 1 for potential energy. So that's why we have multiplied with 2 here. Okay, so degree of freedom along the vibrational mode will be 2. Okay, now what will be the total degree of freedom? We can see here. Total degree of freedom when temperature was less. Okay, till 300 Kelvin, that's it, you can say. If temperature is less, then degree of freedom will be 3 plus 2, translational for rotational. Okay, but when temperature is higher only, then it will vibrate, then degree of freedom will be 3 plus 2 plus 2, it means 7. Now let's come to the triatomic molecule. It has, triatomic molecule can be linear as well as non-linear. When it is linear, okay, so the degree of freedom will be same as the diatomic molecule we have done. Okay, for translational it will be 3, for vibrational it will be 2. For rotational it will be 2. Okay, so this is degree of freedom for temperature less than 300. But when temperature is higher, less than 3000 Kelvin, then degree of freedom we have to calculate. Okay, because vibrational motion came into existence, it will start vibrating. Okay, just like spring. So number of vibrational mode calculated by this formula. Okay, when there is linear molecule 3n minus 5. Now number of molecules are 3. So vibrational, can you see vibrational mode is 4. Okay, and each mode gives 2 degree of freedom. So 4 into 2, 8. Okay, now add 8 here. Now total degree of freedom for linear molecule at higher temperature is 13. But when if temperature is not higher, it's 5. Now for non-linear molecules like this. Okay, now what will be the degree of freedom? Translational, rotational and vibration. Okay, for total degree of freedom for translational and rotational. Translational will be 3 always. Okay, because x-axis along y-axis and along z-axis it can vibrate, it can move. Okay, now rotational motion. Can you see this is not a linear? Okay, so it can rotate about x-axis, about y-axis and about z-axis. Okay, this is x. So it can rotate about all the axes, x, y and z. So rotational degree motion has 3 degree of freedom. So total degree of freedom when temperature is less, it's 3. But when temperature is more than 3000, it will start vibrating. Okay, then we have to find the vibrational mode. Okay, so vibrational mode degree of freedom are 6. How? When your molecule is non-linear, then vibrational mode calculated by 3n minus 6. Okay, again I am telling, when it is linear we will calculate vibrational mode by 3n minus 5, but when it is non-linear then we will find a vibrational mode by 3n minus 6. Okay, now n is 3, so it comes 3. Okay, but again each vibrational mode contribute 2 degree of freedom. Okay, so 3 into 2, now total vibrational mode degree of freedom is 6. Okay, now for higher temperature add 6 with this and total is 12. Okay, now these are the main points. The translational degree of freedom is always 3. Rotational degree of freedom depend upon the structure. Okay, vibrational degree of freedom at standard temperature is 0. Okay, but vibrational degree of freedom at higher temperature more than 3000 is always different for different molecule. Okay, for normal, for linear molecule we will find it with this formula. For non-linear molecule we will find it with this formula. Okay, then we have to multiply it with 2. Why we have to multiply with 2? Because each vibrational mode contribute 2 degree of freedom. One for kinetic energy and one for potential energy, and multiply vibrational mode with 2 if temperature is more than 3000. Okay, so this table I have created. Now it is easy for you. Translational motion is always 3 for all the molecules. Degree of freedom is 3. Okay, for rotational motion degree of freedom for monoatomic is 0, diatomic is 2. For non-linear is 3, but for linear structure is 2. Okay, that I have explained. So total degree of freedom is this. But for higher temperature more than 3000. Okay, we have also calculated this. And now for higher temperature total degree of freedom, add this and this, add this and this, add this and this, add this and this. So total degree of freedom for higher temperature is this. For standard temperature total degree of freedom is this for all the molecules. Hope the topic is clear. If you like, then please subscribe my channel. Thank you.